Sometimes one season with a Kamen Rider just isn't enough, and it's hard to say goodbye to the current rider. This is a list of cool, memorable rider seasons that were just really hard to say goodbye to.
I'm a Kamen Rider.
And hey, if they got an anniversary season, we wouldn't be too upset about it. And as always, let me know your list in the comments. Number 10, Kamen Rider Hibiki. Now I know what you're gonna say. This show had issues, and that's honestly one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to put it here. Hibiki had a lot of potential, and it could have been one of the best if it was handled a little bit differently. There were quite a few people that were fired from the show about halfway through, and you can really see the difference when that happened, right? A lot of the styling and theming seemed to change about halfway through the season. There were different intro songs with different instrumentals in the show. The helmets were awesome, and they really drove home the Oni theme. This is also one of the few seasons where the riders were seen wearing their suits without the helmet on. And I don't know, I would just really like to see what the show would look like if they had an anniversary season that had a consistent style and writing team. Number 9, Kamen Rider Faiz. I really like the cell phone henshins. He's got his little flip phone, puts it in his driver, and you get this cool laser effect during the henshin. This is honestly, in my opinion, one of the most underrated seasons. A lot of times when I see or read or hear people talking about Kamen Rider, people don't really talk about Faiz all that much. I love the look of the riders. Except for blaster form, it's pretty meh, right? So maybe if they had an anniversary season, they would give Faiz an upgraded ultimate form. I'd be down for that. Number 8, Kamen Rider Gaim. Fruit Ninja was really popular back in the day whenever this was made. So I feel like they were just sitting around the writer's table at Toei Studios thinking about what the next season of Kamen Rider should be. And somebody said, Fruit Ninja's cool. We should do a Fruit Ninja season. And somebody else said, yeah, that'll be cool, but we don't want to get sued, so we'll make it Fruit Samurai. Man, I love samurai stuff and classical Japan. And they reflect that very well in this season. The henshins with the fruit are really cool. The helmet for Orenji Arms is a nod to Masamune's helm, who is maybe one of the most legendary samurai in Japan of all time, and he's made famous by his crescent moon ornament on his helmet. But this season has just so much style and fun. I'd love to see more. Number 7, X-Aid. The theming of this season is absolutely overflowing. Everything is so colorful. There's little 8-bit effects. I love the dreads on the ultimate forms. And yeah, gaming doctors. What's not to like about gaming doctors? They kick the out of disease and then kick the out of other riders. And hey, that Japanese Backstreet Boys theme song, excellent.
Amazing, good.
Number 6, Kabuto. One of my favorites, actually. It's a very unique show with the way that they have their cast-off ability and the way that their helmets animate after they cast off. This show has a great crop of riders. You've got Kabuto himself, you've got Gatak, you've got the Bee, and their suits all look great. I love the bro-sis relationship and how he's always making delicious culinary delicacies for his sister and for his friends. Kabuto has a very unique rider kick in that he doesn't jump up in the air and drop kick, but he just has a clocked up roundhouse kick. But I would love to see more of these characters. Number 5, Yuki. One of the most popular Kamen Rider shows of all time, and there are tons of riders here. The setting is very unique with the mirror world, and they just brought back these riders in the Geats Revice movie for an appearance. So yeah, I'd love to see more. maybe in 20 years we'll see senior riders, senior citizen riders. That would be pretty cool. Number 4, Kamen Rider Kiva. Very unique and Halloweeny. I love the dual time setting, the fact that it takes place in the 80s and the 2000s. So maybe if they did it again in the anniversary season, they could have the same thing, maybe like 2030 and then 2000. Kiva also has one of the absolute coolest ultimate forms with Kiva Emperor form. He has Kivat, and yeah, I'd be down for some more Kiva. One of the more underrated shows in the franchise, but I'd love to see some more Kiva.
Turns to a rider kick.
Number 3, Kamen Rider 01. A great, compelling story that kind of got rushed at the end due to the pandemic. But even despite that, it's just... oof. This show just sizzles, man. Autoto, as a rider, is extremely likable. And this show has one of the coolest groups of riders ever. If you like seeing rider versus rider fights, well, this show is for you. 01 has a semi-realistic storyline, which I know is kind of a crazy thing to say about Kamen Rider, but a semi-realistic storyline. And it's also extremely accessible. I would say that's also one of the best Kamen Rider shows for newbies, i.e. people that are new to the Kamen Rider franchise. Watch you some 01. Number 2, Kamen Rider W. It's no secret that I love this show, and I really just want to see how everything plays out. I want to see how the agency grows. I want to see Terui and Aki's happily ever after. I want to see them popping out little Kamen Rider babies. I want to see more of Futo City. I want to see more of Sho and Phil, and I want to see a form after Gold Extreme. You know, not everybody can make the list, so here are some honorable mentions. And the number 1 Kamen Rider series most deserving of a sequel series, Kamen Rider Den-O. Now, even though W is my favorite Kamen Rider series, it's hard to deny the popularity of Den-O within Japan. This series made Toei a ton of money. Den-O is featured in many crossovers and many Kamen Rider films, and Den-O remains popular. The time-traveling theme of the show easily lends itself to sequels too. You could write a script about Den-O going to any other time frame, visiting any other rider easily. It's to the point that they could honestly do almost anything with the story. And the Train of Time, Den Liner, should be an example to Toei of how to make a good train-themed Toku show. I'm looking at you, Tokuger. But hey, that's just my list. Let me know yours in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, it'd mean a lot if you would smack the out of that like button. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll check you next time. Bye!